downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, it's Allen. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Going to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
2nd and 8. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. To the air, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. Rosa's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one. So they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Brings up 3rd and 1. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Working from the gun. Rodgers. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Chargers. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. To try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you're playing on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Swings this out here for Cohen.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. To give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Allen off the play fake. Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Allen to throw it.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. On the give, this is Cohen. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Allen. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Bears' 16-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers.
He gets this complete to Ssfa.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Khalif Raymond, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, that he opted for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, Your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Allen now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Flush to his right. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on first down is Allen. This one caught by Isabella. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
7 yards, the pickup there.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
To throw again on second down. Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his second touchdown on the season. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
The kick is good.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen going to throw.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, the reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Point after, right down the middle. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rodgers now on first down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Rodgers. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
7 yards, the pick up there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run on second down with Cohen, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play action. Now it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And that one results in 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Allen.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, it's Cohen trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To throw, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And now they'll throw with Allen. And Graham on the grab. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Here's Allen. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bears. Andy Isabella with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the third. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones. On play action, Allen. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. Swings this out here for Cohen. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
This is Cohen. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. To the air, Allen. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job
as long as you're not running this late, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Rosas' kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. It's complete to Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup in 2nd and inches.
Here's Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
7-yard line.
On first down, Hines. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That one goes for 24 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he stopped immediately there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Lions 31, Bears 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense.
YBM on the thing up.